Okay, I'm getting ready to shampoo the hallway here. You seen that part? Excuse me. This is the hallway window. It was never in quite as bad a shape as the other ones. It did have some rotting there. The maintenance men did get to that. As you can see, that's all pre-damage of us living here. That was the first initials of the... And see the wall in the kitchen? Oh my gosh, I just noticed that. That's the wall I showed you in the kitchen. Look how bad that's bowing, and this is from the hallway. Wow, never noticed it quite like that. But anyway, let me get this to shrink back down. I'm still learning how to use my phone. Apologize. There we go. This is previous wall rotten from us moving in. However, this carpet lining like that, I do apologize about the stains in it. I am not sure where those stains come from. I shampoo it. They are always there. They've been there actually since we moved in. But from the beginning of the hallway down there behind, you can see the line there, right there, all the way through here to right there where you see those lines there in the carpet. That had to be replaced because it was all rotten, literally, like we were going to step through it. It still has some issues, but the maintenance men did do, I will say this, they did a really good job for the materials that the Jrecks were giving them, or our landlord was giving them. They did the best they could on the floor area. This is our hallway wall. Again, another one of the light fixtures. Never got a light cover. That was ordered by the health department inspector. Mr. Ron Jackson actually was our inspector that came out here the first time and the second time. He never did a final visit. He came out here the first time on my complaint that I had sent to the Ohio EPA. I had tried Miami County Health Department, and I had a lady, whoever it was, don't know her name, answered the phone, heard my complaint and my issue with the mobile home, and she kind of giggled at me and she said, "That's the Jreck family, good luck," and hung up. And Philip tried calling our friend John. He witnessed all of it. He didn't try calling, but he witnessed all of it. But Philip and I both made calls to Miami County Health Department, and they were not taken serious. So I filed a complaint with the EPA of Ohio, and that's actually how Mr. Ron Jackson ended up here from Miami County Health Department. This is the wall to the furnace. The issue of us having propane, the only thing that we had to prove is that, you get it open, that furnace worked. And thanks to Pastor Rick Tennyson, he pastors 2 churches. Oh, it's dirty. I clean it all the time, it's dirty. He pastors 2 churches. One is Eaton Hope Center in Eaton, Ohio, and the other one is Greenville Praise and Worship Center in Greenville, Ohio. And it was actually him and his congregations who stepped up to help us because we had no money to fix the regulator on that propane tank. That is for our mobile home only, not for 5285, but for 5285 and a half. And he pulled in some people that he knew at Harvest Land Co-op, and they fixed the regulator, and they gave us our first 50 gallons and came and actually started the said furnace that's in there to make sure that it would work. The flue on the top of the mobile home had to be fixed. It was rusted through. The Jrecks gave the maintenance men an old flue from a previous mobile home that they had rented or something. But anyway, Harvest Land Co-op is who we get our propane from ever since. That's been since the very beginning of December. We have bills and receipts to prove that. But we still owe Pastor Tennyson and his congregations the $185 that they put to fix that propane tank that is owned by Robert Jreck and Jreck Aggregates. We had talked to them previously before having to go through all that about getting propane to fill in that tank, because Robert Jreck and Jreck Aggregates own a propane company, and they were going to charge us $500 up front for the refill. That didn't include fixing anything. That was just bringing the propane. Harvest Lane Co-op fixed it and put it in, and we're actually sitting now with that propane's filled up, and we have, I believe it's either 1 or 2 more refills for free. Well, they've already been paid for, so not free, but they're actually credited to us. So that's that. You can see I'm going to do this way. Watch the wall. You see that? The wall moves. Not just a little, it moves top to bottom. Yeah. This is the second bedroom. We do not use this anymore for the simple fact of it's got some storage objects in it and things like that. But for the simple fact that since the fire, the Recks have never came back, or their maintenance men, to get that little heater that they left here. They've never put the wall back together. I did put this little cage thing up there because we had raccoons trying to get in our mobile home, and I'm going to try to show that to you as best I can. This is the, I guess as they would call it, the non-existent fire damage. I'm showing you as best I can. I don't know how to turn the light on with the thing going, and I've got the ceiling light, but they never came back, put that back on. And we've actually heard the raccoons. Alexander Rudy Jreck has been told about that several times. Came in here one morning, and right there where that opening is, I could see the fur of the raccoon. I could see it. So I jimmied up this little cage thing, and we do not use this room anymore. No more. Sorry. But it's still tunes, and they still come from underneath the mobile home. So that's been something that like I said, Alexander Rudy Jreck has known about. The blue tubing you see down there. Sorry, I know I can't get it to stand up. The blue piping you see right there along with the electric box there. That's, they did that the second time the water pipes froze up. Sorry, I can't get enough light to it to show real well, but you can see it now. Those blue tubes, those are water piping. The second time that the pipes froze up, that was their idea to fix, and that's an electric power thing right next to the water pipes. And here on the other side, there's the piping and the conduit type wrapping PVC stuff. We don't come in here. I apologize. But we're trying to keep the coons out of our house. So that's that. Because that whole spread of rabies thing, it just, yeah. Another light fixture not fixed. The fire alarm, since the fire goes off whenever it wants to, they don't know why. That's what we were told. They don't know why. This is the back door. When we moved in, and again, I apologize about the cobwebs because we get them all the time. But this is the door that was actually sealed shut. And I had actually asked Alexander Rudy Jreck and Robert Jreck to replace the door. And that they were going to replace the door before we moved in and had it all done. And we came, and all they had done is remove the caulking. Sorry. That's floor damage from actual rotten flooring around the wall or around the door. Sometimes if the storm's real bad, you'll see leaves coming in underneath the door. That's that. The walls, the door, that's the hallway.